Happy Tariff Day, ladies. In today's video, we're going to talk about Ripple changing their XRP strategy along with XP price talk at the end. 70% chance of market crash in June. Circle's going IPO, CPI data, and market reactions to Tariff Day. Tariff Day.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Alright, so far we got a mixed reaction on the screen. Happy Hump Day to you all as well, and happy Tariff Day. Before we get into the crypto news, like a 70% chance of the market bottoming in June, we go with your comments. Yes, because you, the viewer, matter most. Rogelio starts us off, says, do you believe that Tether is the real deal? Just asking, yeah. It's easy to make money with stablecoins. Stablecoin volume is growing for everyone. Stablecoin market cap is growing for everyone. So why would Tether be different? The reason people hate Tether is because there's this like anti-Tether movement out there. It's just propaganda BS. Is Circle any different than Tether? No. And Circle is IPOing. We thought they were going to IPO at the end of the month. They were like, no, girlfriend. No, April Fools, we're IPOing now. Yeah. So no, I don't think Tether's any different. I don't think there's a Tether bubble, nothing like that. I just think that's propaganda. Mike Hobson says, get this man to 100K subscribers. I appreciate that. You can hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't. Klaus to the moon along with XRP, best crypto content out there. And what's that, everybody? It's Choo Choo Bitches. He's right, I even have the Choo Choo Bitches LED behind me. Sorry, not from Tony from LC Sign. The Milkman's is waiting for that sub $2 XRP, then loading up. What is your crypto you're hoping for bargain basement prices? And what's your bargain basement price? Paul Holmes says, what if Ripple already buys an IPO'd company? They keep talking about acquisitions. Here's the deal with that, okay? If they buy a company that is already public, if they buy the controlling shares, the company still can be public. No big deal. Now, if they buy all the shares, right, and it gets approved, they could turn that into a private company again, of which they wouldn't have to answer to shareholders. So it honestly just depends on how the deal is structured. How did I celebrate tariff action? Ooh, I went out and got myself some tasty treats, and my wife even got herself some pie. Speaking of pie, how is that gem doing? 66.7 cents. Bitcoin's hitting at 84,817. XRP at 211. ETH at 1865. BNB's at 600. ADA at 67.9. Along with Sol at 125. Doge at 17.1. And XLM 26.7. What does Trump's Liberation Day mean for Bitcoin crypto markets? Well, honestly, so far, it is a mixed bag. A little up here, a little down there. Volume, jack shit has happened with volume, so we're not seeing any play on that. Nothing is really breaking out today, all right? But it's still way early. What people are talking about, and what the premise of this article is, that we're going to see some reciprocation from players out there and start jacking tariffs up on us, and then we're going to go back and forth and basically ping-pong it. But right now, that hasn't happened, even though, yes, it is early this Liberation Day. CPI data is coming out on the 10th, and you're like, bro, why are you talking about CPI data now? Because that is going to be a massive, massive day for the markets. Not just crypto markets, but stock markets as well, and metal markets. Because if we see a good CPI report, that would be 2 months in a row of good, which does what, everyone? Puts pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed to lower rates, right? That would send metals down because there wouldn't be as big of a safe haven play, and that would bring risk assets like crypto on up. We have a bad CPI. That's not good for the market. And you can see an F load of red up on the screen. Stablecoin giant Circle reveals revenue growth in their IPO filing. That's right, they filed. Circle Internet Group, the company behind USDT stablecoin, filed for an IPO on Tuesday after the markets closed. And that's my point. So what's so different between Circle and USDT? A lot of players are going into USDT. A lot of players are going to Circle. A lot of players are going into microcap stablecoins. So it's the entire sector. Now, if it was just Tether that was growing nutso, then yeah, I'd be a little bit weirded out by it. But it's everyone in stablecoins right now is growing and making a lot of money. Speaking of, Circle reported it earned $1.68 billion in revenue and reserve income last year compared to the $1.45 billion before. Net income from operations was nearly $157 million versus $271 million. Just throwing it out there. 70% chance of a market bottom. This coming from Nansen. While global markets took a hit from the first tariff announcement, there's a 70% chance for crypto to find their bottom by June, according to Ariel Bathir, principal research analyst at Nansen Crypto. That's what it says. Nansen data estimates 70% probability that crypto prices will bottom between now and June, with BTC and ETH currently trading 15 and 22% below their year-to-date highs, respectively. Ooh. Given this data, upcoming discussions will serve as crucial market indicators. Yeah, the biggest market indicator, CPI data. We're going to live stream that, so make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. So basically they're saying, look, we've got through June, and then by June, things should be turning around. And that lines up with what the Fed has been saying, because the Fed is like, yo, we're not going to cut rates all bonkers this year. We'll give you one, maybe two, and it's probably at the back half of the year. So, poop sandwich for the first 6 months, okay. Back half better, okay. What about regs, though? When are those going to come? We're going to be working on stablecoin regs this month. Again, stablecoin's a huge key out there. But then what? What about the rest of the crypto market? We haven't heard crap regarding that. Ripple locked $700 million in escrow. XRP price dips a little bit. However, Ripple didn't release its usual $1 billion from escrow on April 1st. Instead, it moved $1 billion between wallets, locking $700 million back in escrow. This surprise move caused speculations about the change. And Ripple, or what Ripple has basically said, that they're going to be changing the way they do escrow. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently hinted that the company might cut back on XRP sales in the future, which could help ease the pressure on the token's price. Very true. Because if all you're doing is adding to the circulating supply, but you're not adding demand with that, well then what are you doing? You're messing up the supply and demand matrix. Now we saw a little bit of lower RONI today at 207, but it's not the sub $2 mark. Here's the 1 month chart for XRP up on the screen. Doesn't look that pretty. I see quite a bit of red. The 7 day as well looks fairly red, but it looks like we're leveling off here over these last several days. Let's zoom into that 15-minute candlestick and see exactly what we're talking about. Yep, you see this low right here. This low of right around 202. That was done on the 31st of March. Since then, the last low we've had has been right around, yep, that 206 that we had earlier today. Everyone, we're way early in this move with the tariffs, and we still got CPI data coming in the next 8 days. That's going to be the thing that the market is looking at the most right now when it comes to price action. In terms of volume, not bad. 3.4 billion for XRP, but not as bonkers as it has been over the previous months. It seems like a lot of players out there are just starting to park their holdings on the sideline and letting the data shake out and let the news happen. And happy tariff day is what? As XRP isn't cheap enough for people to stack. And it's not expensive enough for people to want to sell and be in the mega profit zone either. So happy tariff day to you. And right now the market's a bit of mixed bag. Some good, some bad, but the volume overall sucks. And a lot of players out there, you included, have been commenting about how things have just been boring lately. And I agree. Stablecoin regs, okay, we know it needs to get done. Stablecoin market caps booming, stablecoin companies making a bunch of money, okay, I get it, but it's still boring because it's stablecoins. We're waiting for the crypto juice and the crypto news. We're waiting for crypto regs, waiting for strategic reserve news, and we haven't gotten any of it. Now, have we seen some cryptos out there hold their gains fairly well? Yes, we have, but we're nowhere near the recent highs. And with volume going down, we're sitting here going, oh man, can y'all please get those regs in soon to get the players back in the market, get some excitement back in the market? Or should we be looking at the players out there like Ripple, Circle, and all the other ones saying, yo, start making some juicy news, start making some juicy announcements? Yeah, we need something to get this market going, or else it's just going to be low volume, and that usually leads to low prices. And Nansen is saying, hey, got a 70% chance of us bottoming out between now and June. What's your thoughts? comment down below. Choo choo what? Choo choo bitches.